Hi, my name is Emma Corcoran. I am 43 years of age and I'm from Lusk in North County Dublin. I was first diagnosed with breast cancer in July 2016. When I was diagnosed, I had surgery within 10 days. Then I had about a 3-week break, and then I started 5 months of chemotherapy. And then I had another little break, and then I started a full month, so 20 full sessions of radiotherapy, followed by tamoxifen, and I actually went on a cancer trial as well. I had a partial mastectomy, so not a full mastectomy and not a lumpectomy. It's kind of in the middle between the two. So partial mastectomy but no reconstruction. I decided not to have any reconstruction. For me, the most important part of my femininity was my boobs and my hair, to be honest with you. And I know it's probably so cliche, it's the cancer cliche, when you lose your hair, you lose yourself. But you actually do, you really do. I felt the only part of my cancer that I could control was my hair, so I had it shaved before it fell out, and got a wig. My daughter was very adamant, she was only 7 at the time, that nobody would see Mammy bald. So my wig was like practically like my hair, very few people noticed. And trying to find underwear that A, is comfortable on a really, really sore area, and B, that you might feel sexy in, which is kind of not really, wasn't possible for me back then, I suppose. 3 years ago, I didn't find that combination. I found comfy, but didn't feel very sexy. Okay, I think if I had been given a THEYA Healthcare bra back when I had my surgery, and particularly when I was going through radiation, when I had back burns, it would have helped me massively. With the skin burns I had from radiation, I needed something that was extra soft and would have protected me. And the antibacterial element of the bra as well is so important when you're going through radiation. So I would have loved to have had it. Now that I know about them, and now that I know that they are on the HSE, I will be telling everybody about them, because it's so important. I have so many friends going through the same thing, so it's so important. Only someone who's going through it can understand and give you the proper advice. So yeah, I've had a lot of people pass away from it. I have a lot of people living with it. I'm living with it, but I'm grand. But I just think it's so important just for us all just to get together and just spread the word about something as basic as we have a bra that would help you through the worst time of your life. Like, how simple is that, you know? Okay, I found a lump completely out of the blue. I had no previous history, family history, never even considered that I had breast cancer until I found a lump. And when I found the lump, I inherently knew that it wasn't going to be good news. I just knew in my heart and soul that I had cancer. The hardest bit for me being diagnosed with cancer was trying to protect everybody else from it, I suppose. I come from a very, very supportive and loving family, and I have amazing friends, and my kids was the hardest part for me. Oh, I'm going to cry now. Breaking the news to the kids was the hardest part, and I suppose I did it in a way that I told them that I had a lump and that the lump had cancer, and once they removed the lump from my breast, that the lump would be gone and then the cancer would be gone. So we kind of broke it down into stages like that. My 3 kids were very young at the time. They were 12, 10 and 7. So each one reacted differently to it, but they were brilliant. They're great kids, I have to say. I can say that, I'm their mum, but they are great kids. But I think the hardest part of my journey was trying to protect everybody else. I'm very much put your head down, get through the treatment, and I think you nearly think you're Superwoman when you're going through treatment because you've nothing else to do but just get through the treatment and get better. It's after you've finished all your treatment, when everyone thinks, grand, you're through it now, you're great, that you start really realising what you went through. So I'm 3 years out of it now. This time 3 years I had no hair, and now look at me. So I feel great, I do feel great. At the end of my treatment, when I finished the chemotherapy, the surgery, the radiotherapy, I did ask my doctor when we could have the high five moment that I'm cured, and it was then that he said to me, you're incurable but treatable. So I will never be cured, never be free of cancer. It will always kind of loom over me. But look, you just get up every day and you just put one foot in front of the other and you just get on with it. What else are you going to do, you know? That's a really difficult question because I have an amazing family. I have amazing friends. My husband is amazing. And my children were a brilliant support to me. And you know what, they still are. Because once you've come through your cancer journey, you're still tired, you still get fatigued, you still have off days. And my kids are brilliant, they recognise that, and like, I'll get a cup of tea handed to me the odd time, or Mum, do you want me to run a bath for you? Or my daughter will brush my hair and tell me how long it's getting. She measured it last week for me to tell me it was 30 centimetres long. I have amazing friends. I have friends who, when they knew I was going away for a night, came and revamped my garden so that I'd have something lovely to look at when I was doing chemo. My in-laws are amazing. My mum and dad are amazing. My brother and sister are fantastic. So I'm very, very, very lucky. I have to say I have been very lucky, and that makes going through what we've been through much, much easier. I have friends who had previously been through breast cancer, and when they heard I wasn't well, they were so supportive of me. Some have passed on, who I miss greatly, some are still with us, and I hope that I can help other people who are going through it as well. I would love to be able to pass that on, and even if it's just having a cup of tea with somebody or answering a text. So yeah, I've been really lucky. Like, I'm really, really lucky. I haven't been on my own through this journey for a second.